Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It is March still, which means it is still Blood Clot Awareness Month. And on this video, I want to talk about my symptoms. Everybody has different symptoms when you feel a blood clot, and I just want to tell you about mine. I did have my follow-up appointment after my surgery on Friday, so I do feel confident enough to tell my story, so that will probably be my next video. But this one, so I had an injury in August. I fell flat on my face onto concrete. I injured my wrist, I injured my knee, and I injured my elbow. And at this time, I didn't know, but I injured my stomach as well. But I didn't know this until further on into my story. But so on January 2nd of 2022, I woke up and I kind of had an ache in the back of my left calf. Now, it wasn't bad. At this point in my injury, of my knee injury, because that was pretty much at this point, it was my wrist and my knee that were still injured. So I was going through occupational therapy for my wrist, and I was going through physical therapy for my knee. I was ending my 4th week of physical therapy, starting my 5th week, and I started to not feel good at like the end of December. I had a headache. I didn't feel right. So January 2nd, and I believe I canceled 2 or 3 of my physical therapy appointments because I didn't feel good, and I didn't know what was wrong. And, this is COVID time, so I didn't know if I had been exposed or I didn't know. So I canceled my appointments. And so January 2nd, I wake up, I got an ache in the back of my leg. At this point in my therapy, so from August until December, I didn't walk at all. I couldn't walk. I was in a knee brace, and I was using a cane. I was using crutches at first, and then I started using a cane. But at the point of my therapy, I was taking full strides with my cane. I was thinking that I was like gonna start walking without any assistance. So then January 2nd, towards the evening, I was starting to limp. It was a cramp. It was like a Charlie horse times 10. It hurt. The next day, it still hurt. It was a Charlie horse that would just not go away. I couldn't put my foot down on the ground. I called my sister, who is a nurse. This was on the 3rd. And I told her everything that was, that hurt and how bad it hurt. And she says, it sounds like you have a blood clot. You should probably go to the emergency room. So when I tell you my story, you will find out that I am not that person that just gets up and goes to the emergency room. I was raised to, if it was broke today, it will be broke tomorrow. So I waited till the next day, and I was hurting really bad, really bad. As a matter of fact, I had old crutches in the basement that I had to get, and I had to start using those. I couldn't even put my foot down on the ground without crying. It hurt so bad. So, January 4th, I go to the emergency room. Did I go to the emergency room? See, I have everything written down. I have kept a medical journal of every single thing that I have went through, every symptom, every feeling, every single thing that I went through. I have written down. I did go to the ER. So I went to the ER, and let me pull that back up. I went to the ER, explained everything. I said my sister's a nurse. I said that she thinks maybe I have a blood clot. So I was told to go to the waiting room. They were going to get me in for a venous ultrasound. Had my venous ultrasound, and about 30 minutes later, a vascular surgeon walked into my room. His name was Dr. Mohan, which is who I still see to this day. And he said that I have a large blood clot from my ankle to the middle of my thigh. So he gave me Xarelto. I was on it twice a day, a 15 milligram pill twice a day. He put me on it for 21 days. And then after the 21st, on day 22, I would take it once a day, and it would be a 20 milligram pill. So my blood clot was a deep vein thrombosis, and it was in my femoral vein in my left leg. And then I had quite a few superficial blood clots in the back of my knee and in the back of my calf. So day 5, or on January 5th, he discharged me from both occupational and physical therapy. He did not want me to do anything but sit on my couch and elevate my leg. I wasn't allowed to go nowhere. I wasn't allowed to do nothing. No physical therapy. Nobody touched me. So I continued taking my Xarelto until January 12th. So at this point, I'm going to stop this video. That was pretty much, I was on crutches. I couldn't put my foot down on the ground. I couldn't even touch my toe to the ground, or I was in tears. It was awful. But before I go any further into my symptoms, I want to start from the beginning. So I'm going to end this video here. If you have a cramp in your leg and you think it's going to go away and it just does not go away, a Charlie horse lasts, minutes. This, I still, right now, it is, let me see, the 20th of March. I still have a Charlie horse in the back of my knee and in the back of my calf, and I can still feel in the back of my thigh the blood clots. This is 2 months later. I can put my foot on the ground. I can put a little bit of pressure on my leg, but I still cannot put my full weight on my left leg at all. Okay, so let me end this video, and then my next video will be me telling my complete story, probably in 2 videos, because it is a lot of what I went through to get to my final diagnosis. So you guys have a wonderful day. Go see a vascular surgeon. Get yourself checked out. If you have any concerns, any thinking, my leg swelled. My leg was double the size of the other leg. That was another one of my symptoms. I didn't even go further into that. But I didn't so much get swelled up within the first 10 days. I wasn't so much swollen. I was just in pain. But over the course of those 10 days, I got my head, I had a headache so bad. Aspirin, Excedrin, nothing would take it away. The swelling in my leg was double the size of my right leg. And just no pressure could be put on my leg. If you feel any of those, please get yourself checked out for a blood clot. Even if it's nothing, it's better to be safe than to be sorry, because blood clots can kill you. All right, you guys have a wonderful day after that, huh? All right, I will see you on my next video. Bye.